Bear facts. A black bear is intelligent and curious. A Kodiak bear can run up to 50 miles per hour. Panda bears are cute. Grizzly bears can do everything better than you: swim, climb, run, devour living things. And if you see a polar bear, there's really no advice. Just plan to die. Still, not a single one of these bears is 40 feet long, or totally flat, or dyed blue for television. And those are the challenges facing the top 5 competitors on the televised finals of the PBA Bear Open. 40 feet of flat, gutter-to-gutter, 1-to-1 ratio punishing oil. The second event of the 2014 Grand Casino PBA Summer Swing featured 12 games of qualifying at Fire Lake Bowling Center in Shawnee, Oklahoma, with all but 5 competitors being forced into hibernation. The man who panicked least throughout qualifying, top seed Tommy Jones. A former PBA Rookie of the Year and Player of the Year, Jones averaged .220 over 12 games of qualifying to earn a berth in the championship match. He won 2 titles last season, the International Bowling Championships in Japan and the Kingdom International Open in Saudi Arabia, but Jones hasn't won in his home country since 2008, a fact he'd like to change as quickly as possible. One of the 2 majors on TJ's record is the U.S. Open in 2006, proving he can, and has, vanquished opponents on nasty flat oil before. As the top seed in the Bear Open, he's 10 frames away from perhaps doing it again. Second seed and fellow former Rookie of the Year Bill O'Neill trailed Jones by only 24 pins after qualifying, and will now have to win a match to get a shot at Jones in the finals. Like Jones, O'Neill has a U.S. Open championship on his resume, claiming the title in 2010. That victory was one of 4 O'Neill has racked up on the PBA Tour thus far. Whenever you see a TV finals that doesn't feature O'Neill, it's highly likely he was the first or second guy outside the cut. His consistency in finishing near the top of tournaments is incredible. For O'Neill, though, finishing near the top is not nearly as enticing as finishing at the top. That would be the real deal, full of zeal. But he won't be wearing teal. Sorry for the spoiler. Don't go messing with country boy Ronnie Russell, who sits on the 3rd rung of the ladder, only 2 pins behind O'Neill in the highly congested top 5. Russell is making his first TV appearance under the Motive banner and 7th of his career. Last season was huge for Ronnie as he won the Brunswick Euro Challenge for his first career PBA Tour title, to go with 3 prior second-place finishes. Finally, the age-old question: can a rhino beat a bear? Rhino Page suggested as much when he made a big move in the final game of qualifying. A ball change combined with a commitment to his shot led to a tremendous string of strikes, catapulting him into the 4th spot on the show. Page is the 3rd former PBA Rookie of the Year in the field, earning the award in the 2007-2008 season, and he also holds 3 career PBA Tour titles. The Summer Swing was the first tournament in which Page returned to 15-pound bowling balls as he continues to regain strength in his wrist following surgery for a lingering injury. Joining Page in the opening match on the show is 5th seed Dick Allen, who never fails to get a reaction out of fans. Allen qualified just 2 pins behind Page and only 40 behind first-place Jones, showing just how close this entire field was during qualifying. Allen comes into the event with 3 PBA Tour titles, including the famous, or infamous depending on your point of view, Vuvuzela event, the 2011 Dick Weber PBA Playoffs. The almighty goal of Dick Allen in this tournament is to add title number 4 to his list of accomplishments, conquering 4 foes along the way. Now that we've met the top 5, let's learn a little more about our tournament leader, Tommy Jones, in the latest edition of Having Beers with Bowlers with Mike J. Laneside.
This is Mike J. Laneside, and I'm having beers with bowlers. Tommy Jones, welcome to the big show.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for stopping by. You're someone that has always intrigued me. You've got a wide bowling resume. You just seem to be a lively sports fanatic with a lot of different interests, and wanted to stop by and have a beer. Where does that come from? Where did that desire begin for you?
I don't know, Mike. I played sports all my life. I played baseball through high school. I bowled all the time, and I was always in the backyard playing games or, any sporting event we could find that we do. We out there playing basketball or whatever, and it's just kind of funneled over into finding something that I was good enough to do for a living, and fortunate to get to do it out here on the PBA tour.
Your sense of humor is something that generally comes out at various times. Where does that come from? Is that your mom, a dad? Is that in the family blood? Is it an uncle? It's an acerbic wit. It's a quickness. So where does that come from?
It's definitely not mom or dad. They were pretty serious, and mom still to this day doesn't joke very much about anything. And if you joke with her the wrong way, she'll get mad at you. But I think it was just growing up around the bowling world, and all the people. I was always around older people, so if I got a chance to get a dig in an adult, I took a chance, and it just never really stopped when I came on tour.
That's something that is definitely needed out here, both to play offense and defense at times.
Yeah, Bill O'Neill will tell you that when he first came on tour, he didn't have anything to say back. He would wait like 3 weeks. He'd have one good line, and then we'd hit him back with like 4 or 5. And now he chimes right in, so we've kind of got him trained a little bit too.
As a function of your career, more action on the World Bowling Tour, and one of your wins coming on the World Bowling Tour. Take me through that recent experience of winning overseas.
Well, it's always different when you go overseas. You get to meet other people. You have language barriers, so we spend a lot of time amongst a close-knit group of friends. But people are great. They treat bowling the way that we feel like it should be treated. They love it. It's a sport. They do everything they can about practicing, and it's really cool to watch how they treat everything and how they treat the players and everything else. And I look forward to going over there all the time.
Tell me about home.
Home is in South Carolina, where it's supposed to be warm. Beautiful place. I've traveled all over the world, all over the U.S. And
you've never left home? Never
left home. I can't think of any other place I would rather live. It's just the weather's good, traffic, cost of living, everything. People are great. We're Southern. Everybody, if you're one day older than me, you're yes sir, no ma'am. Everything's like that. So I just love it.
What's the favorite Southern delicacy? If we get into favorites, Wes Malott mentioned sweet tea.
Yeah, sweet tea is definitely very common. I don't order soda or water anywhere else at home. I mean, it's sweet tea everywhere. But fried chicken. People like fried chicken. Chicken and biscuits, things like that. Just Southern food. Anything that can clog your arteries is supposed to be healthy. We'll find a way to clog it.
That's a good thing in my book.
Yeah.
I'm a grits guy, and sausage gravy I can put on anything.
Green beans. My mom's green beans are amazing, but 2 days later you might need to go get a stent put in.
I sense more ingredients than just green beans.
Yeah, there's some fat back and everything in there.
Hey, before we go. You've been at this a while. What still gets you jazzed up about competing as a professional bowler?
Winning. I mean, obviously it's something that you can't replace that feeling of knowing that you did your job to the best and you won a tournament at the professional level, and there's nothing like it. It's just something that unfortunately everybody doesn't get to feel in their life, but if you ever feel it, you'll never want that feeling to stop. And
you want to repeat it whenever possible.
That's correct.
Tommy Jones, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate the opportunity to visit. Mike J. Laneside, having beers with bowlers. Thanks for watching.
The final 5 locked all their food in coolers and hung them from trees before they moved into the Grand Event Center inside the Grand Casino Resort and Hotel to bowl for the championship. Tommy Jones, Bill O'Neill, Ronnie Russell, Rhino Page, Dick Allen. Which of these 5 superstars will emerge as the lone survivor of the Angry Bear? Tune in Tuesday, June 10th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on CBS Sports Network. Immediately following the telecast, log into Xtra Frame for the Bear Open postgame show featuring the trophy and check presentation to the winner.